The winter solstice, a day of shortest light and longest night, has captivated humanity for millennia. But what makes this astronomical event so universally profound? How have people across history and cultures celebrated it, and what can it teach us today? From ancient pagans to the Roman Empire, from Christmas to Yule, the winter solstice reminds us of humanity's shared journey, the triumph of light over darkness and life over despair. Let's embark on a journey through time to rediscover the magic and meaning of the winter solstice, and perhaps find our own place within its story. I am Professor Thistlewick III, and welcome to Discovering the Winter Solstice. Imagine a day when the sun barely rises, the sky hovers in shadows, and night feels endless. This is the winter solstice, the shortest day and longest night of the year. It happens because Earth tilts farthest from the sun, leaving one hemisphere bathed in darkness longer than usual. But here's the twist, it's not an ending. For ancient people it marked a beginning. The sun would now return and the days would slowly grow longer. This promise of light renewed hope in otherwise brutal winters. Today, the winter solstice happens around December 21st in the Northern Hemisphere, an unassuming date holding untold significance. If you think this celestial event ends here, think again. What do Yule logs, mistletoe and Saturnalia parties have in common? Everything. Long before modern calendars and clocks, the winter solstice was a beacon of survival for ancient cultures. In places where winter's chill felt merciless, the return of the sun symbolized life itself. In Norse and Germanic traditions, the solstice was celebrated as Yule, a feast honoring the rebirth of the sun. They lit bonfires, burned massive Yule logs, and brought evergreen boughs indoors to remind themselves that life endures, even in the dead of winter. Sound familiar? You've probably seen echoes of these practices in modern Christmas traditions. And the Romans, they threw Saturnalia, a week-long festival to honor Saturn, the god of agriculture. Masters served slaves, people feasted endlessly, and gifts flowed freely. It was chaotic, festive, and unmistakably Roman a moment when societal roles reversed and joy overcame hardship. Here's where things get fascinating. The winter solstice didn't fade away with pagan traditions. Instead, it became a cornerstone of Christianity. Enter the early Christian church, spreading its message across lands steeped in pagan practices. The winter solstice, with its themes of rebirth and renewal, became the perfect canvas for a new story, the birth of Jesus Christ. Christmas, celebrated on December 25th, coincided intentionally with solstice festivals like Saturnalia and Yule. The symbolism of light conquering darkness found new meaning. Christ's birth represented hope, salvation, and the ultimate triumph of divine light, a spiritual continuation of the solstice's themes. Traditions like candlelight services, evergreen trees, and gift-giving, they're a fusion of pagan roots and Christian celebration, two worlds merged into one enduring holiday season. But this isn't just about the past. It's about how the solstice connects us to other celestial events. The winter solstice doesn't stand alone. It's part of a cosmic rhythm, a cycle of light and darkness that includes the summer solstice and the spring and autumn equinoxes. The summer solstice, June 21st, is its opposite, the longest day of the year when light reaches its peak. The equinoxes mark the balance, when day and night share equal time, one in spring, one in fall. Ancient cultures understood these celestial milestones as markers of survival, planting, and harvest. They aligned their structures like Stonehenge in England or Newgrange in Ireland with solstices to honor the sun's cycles. Imagine standing inside Newgrange, watching sunlight pierce through a dark chamber at dawn on the winter solstice. Even 5,000 years ago, humans recognized the sun's power to bring life, and today we celebrate in ways just as profound. While the solstice holds ancient roots, it's still celebrated globally today. Yalda Night in Iran gathers families to share pomegranates, poetry, and hope. Dongzhi Festival in China focuses on warmth and family reunions over steaming dumplings. In Japan, Toji celebrates renewal through yuzu-infused hot baths and seasonal foods. Scandinavian traditions bring us feasting, fires, and Yule logs. From indigenous ceremonies in North America to modern gatherings across Europe, the solstice unites humanity across borders, reminding us of our shared reliance on the natural world. But how does this all fit into our present-day stories and celebrations? The winter solstice, like all great traditions, connects us to something larger than ourselves: history, nature, and the rhythms of life. At Renaissance Spirit, we explore holidays not just as events, but as windows into our shared humanity. You may have joined us for stories like Santa and a polar bear named Paul, a tale of kindness, cultural connection, and environmental awareness, or the animated journey through the Christmas season. These videos celebrate more than holidays. They celebrate the human spirit. The winter solstice reminds us that light always returns, even in the darkest times. It's a story of resilience, hope, and the enduring quest for knowledge values we cherish on this channel. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the winter solstice, a day that transcends time, faith, and culture to remind us of our shared history and interconnected lives. Here at Renaissance Spirit, we are dedicated to fostering a more just, equitable, and compassionate world. Our topics span history, politics, religion, personal growth, culture, and the liberal arts and sciences, including fascinating comparisons to ancient Rome and the Roman Empire. Just as the Renaissance ushered in a golden age of discovery and reason, we believe that embracing truth, compassion, and curiosity can help us become better stewards of our planet and each other. The Renaissance spirit isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of living, learning, and growing. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with others. Explore our channel for more stories, and let us know in the comments what inspires you and what you'd like to see next. And before you go, take the quiz to see if you embody the Renaissance spirit. Remember, history hasn't died, it's waiting to be rediscovered. Live the Renaissance spirit and Merry Christmas. And now a poem titled The Longest Night. Beneath the cloak of a starless sky, where shadows stretch and cold winds sigh, the earth tilts back, its breath held still, and darkness reigns on the frozen hill. The sun, a sliver, rests low and shy, a golden promise that will not die. The winter solstice, deep and long, a silence hangs where once was song. The ancient world would stand in awe to see the sun's retreating law, but whispers in the brittle air brought hope through frost and quiet prayer. From stone to stone the fires laid, by hands that knew the sun's parade. At Stonehenge, where the shadows meet, the dawn would strike through chambers deep. Newgrange glowed with golden rays, a light borne back through endless days. Oh, how they watched, those ancient eyes, the wheel of time, the shifting skies. For here it lay, this night so cold, the tale of light that must be told. In bonfire's glow and forest's breath, they spoke of life untouched by death. In northern lands where winters bite, the Yule fires burned the night. Logs were set to smoulder slow, and from their ash the sun would grow. Sprigs of green, of pine and fir, life endured, though winds did stir. The Norsemen feasted, drank and sang, as bells of winter brightly rang. A feast for gods, a gift for kin, to welcome light, to let hope in. The stag stood tall, the raven cried, even the cold could not divide. Rome too had her joyous days, when Saturn ruled in golden haze. Saturnalia, wild and free, upended life for revelry. Masters served, and slaves were kings. In laughter's court the choir sings, and gifts passed hands while garlands fell. The solstice cast its merry spell. Yet change would come with silent feet, and Bethlehem's small starlit street. A child was born to shift the frame, to weave light's triumph in his name. And though the world in shadow lay, the sun eternal found a way. Through ages long the seasons turn, as candles in the darkness burn. The solstice calls us back to see a truth that lives in you and me. For every night that seems too deep, a dawn will come, the sun will leap. Oh, gather near this sacred flame, and speak the earth's forgotten name. In frozen field, in snowbound tree, the world still whispers, so mote it be. The longest night will bend and break, as first light dances on the lake. In Iran's homes, through Yalda's cheer, pomegranates mark the waning year. In China's Dongzhi, dumplings steam, warming hands like a fleeting dream. The Sami sing through northern glow, where stars hang close on the drifts of snow. Across the earth, in every place, the solstice holds a mirrored face. A death, a birth, a chance to start, to kindle warmth in the human heart. The sun returns, the wheel must roll, it speaks to something in the soul. So here we stand on this longest night, between the shadows seeking light. From ancient stones to modern skies, the solstice beckons, wise and wise, a moment still to pause, to breathe, to honor all that we believe. For life endures, though darkness reign, and hope will rise through frost and pain. The sun returns to claim her throne, to light a world once overthrown. So hold this truth within your chest. The darkest days bring forth the best. The solstice sun will always rise, a golden promise in the skies. And we, like fires beneath the frost, shall find the light, though all seems lost. Happy Christmas! And now, the winter solstice song, A Promise of Light.
coldest air, the stars above, so sharp and bare. The earth lies still, her breath so deep. A quiet world begins to sleep. But through the dark, a golden thread, a whispered hope, where all seems dead. For though the shadow stretches wide, the dawn will rise on the other side. Oh, light returns, though dark may fall, the sun will rise to greet us all. Hold on to hope, though nights are long, the morning brings its brighter song. The wheel will turn, the fire will burn, and light will find its way. Through winter's chill, the heart is still, and love will lead the day. Beneath the frost, the seeds are sown, the silent promise life has known. In icy streams and barren fields, the earth prepares for what she yields. So take this light and hold it near, for even darkness has no fear. The solstice speaks, the ancients knew that life returns when days are new. So gather round the break at last, and let your weary spirits know the night is long, but not the end. For dawn returns as a faithful friend. The ancient stones